Hey guys, Asher coming at you today, Watcher of Realms. Welcome to the video, guys. Today I want to talk about one of my favorite healers in the game. I have a thing for lizard healers because I love Furcy and I really absolutely love Ezryn as well. He is the absolute most slept on healer in the game, in my opinion. He's one that people, since the day I've started, have told me, dude, he's trash. Don't worry about him. He kind of sucks, whatever. And I really think he is a top healer in the game. And I don't think that's being hyperbolic. He's very unique. He's exceptionally unique. He brings a lot to the table that no other healer does inside the entire game. And today, I hope to impress that upon you guys, especially if you're sitting on this dude and you've just not used him a lot because of the perception of others. So why is Ezryn so special? First of all, like I said, he looks pretty cool. Ezryn and Furcy, as I already mentioned, and I made a whole video on Furcy as well, they are my absolute two favorite healers in the game. I'm not saying they're the two best healers, but they're really awesome. They're really unique. Furcy because he has inspiration. Ezryn because of two things, really. Number one is he's like the Ezryn of healers. He can heal anybody on the entire battlefield. And that is so important because basically in situations where you otherwise have to use two healers, you can get by with just Ezryn, right? Because he can heal the entire map. That's so valuable. We know how valuable that is, again, from the limitless shot in Ezryn. This case, though, it's just healing, but that's not where it all ends, right? If we look at his talent, damage taken at any time will not exceed 60% of max HP. That's very, very just broken as a talent. Basically, he can't get one shot or anywhere close to. It's 60% of his max HP at any one time, right? So even if he doesn't have 100% HP at the time of the attack, it's not going to, exceed 60% of his total HP. On his Verdant Rejuvenation, his ultimate, it's on auto. It grants 240% attack base healing to one ally and also grants them this hero's talent lasting for 4 seconds. So now he can share the damage talent, the damage mitigation talent, or the damage block, I think is a better word than mitigation, with somebody on his very cheap auto ultimate. Okay, so this is just churning out. 550 cost is very, again, affordable, and throughout the entire duration of the battle, this is going to keep just apply more healing. And to one ally, excuse me, not four allies, to one ally, more healing, and that special talent on top of that. So his single target heal is just that, a single target heal. Grants attack base healing to one ally in range on his basic. On his Redemption in Agony, his first passive, this hero can cast Verdant Rejuvenation, which is his ultimate, and Enlightened Breath, which is his second passive, on allies beyond his attack range, albeit with healing effects reduced by 40%. Okay, you can skill this up for a reduction of the penalty of the healing effect. But either way, even with that penalty, right, even with the full 40% penalty instead of 20% when booked out, it's still so valuable, right? I mean, he can heal anybody on the entire map outside his range, basic, or beyond his range, basically meaning anywhere. On his Enlightened Breath, his second passive, when any ally's HP drops below 30%, immediately grants a 200% attack base healing to them. This effect can be triggered one time every 40 seconds. So heck, I mean, the cooldown sucks. 40 seconds is a long time. However, in a lot of situations, you just have that downtime built anyway. And boy, when Enlightened Breath comes, and again, this can be cast anywhere on the entire map, what ends up happening oftentimes is he does a great job just healing anybody in his natural range with his basic attack, as well as his Verdant Rejuvenation, right? And then this Enlightened Breath oftentimes ends up targeting those allies outside his range on the battlefield. You'll see it in today's video, but on the battlefield, man, this dude, it just all comes together to equal something that seems to be the sum is greater than its parts, right? When you put him on the battlefield in charge of healing your entire squad. I have Brass Root Ring on him. When HP is at maximum, increase healing effect by 36 at level 19 for an artifact. His Awakening, I do have him at Awakened 1. When healing the target, increases the healing amount by 20% of their attack. That's a really nice heal boost on his A1. On his A2, healing effect plus 8 on his A3. Change changes the HP threshold required for triggering Enlightened Breath to 50%. That can be a bad thing in some situations as well, because it's actually going to, we just spoke about it, right? Those allies outside his range, he may have already burned it on somebody inside his range. So it can be, you know, a double-edged sword there. On A4, Rage Regen +1 auto, and A5, when Verdant Rejuvenation grants the target's the hero's talent effect, its duration will be increased by 3 seconds. So you get it all the way for 7 seconds on that incoming damage will not exceed. You know, areas like Gear Raid 2, this has obvious application, I should say, but really this dude shines almost anywhere in the game. Anywhere that you're not going to have all your troops clumped up together, you're going to get a lot of utility out of Ezryn, right? Which is most areas in the game, right? All right, so what do we have on him in terms of gear? We have Whirlwind. We're looking for attack speed, healing effect, and attack percentage, right? So we have Whirlwind on the left-hand side. We have attack bonus, healing effect. We are looking again for healing effect, attack bonus. I don't have any attack speed on the substats here, but ideally that would be the case if we did have the gear. Attack bonus on the right-hand side. We have a broken set on the right here, guys, but we do have attack bonus. We have a healing effect, and we have attack bonus again. Healing effect or attack speed is going to be fine for one of your main stats. I have healing effect because look at these juicy substats, man. I mean, HP and defense, sure, we could use it. We want some survivability, but that juicy attack speed at 78 is really, really solid as well. So I went with this piece. And then, as I mentioned, attack bonus, nothing crazy in terms of the substats here. He's not in my best gear. He's far from it, but he's competent anywhere that I need him in the gear that I have him built out on. He has 25k HP, 1400 defense. You can get by a little bit shallower on the survivability because of his talent, right? We also have his attack speed all the way up at 396. Thus, his attack interval is 1.4 seconds. His healing effect is going to be 108 on the build that we have here today. His rage regen is pretty low at 9%, but I will say, if you do have the luxury of being able to focus a little bit more on rage regen, it's going to benefit you quite a bit. He's going to give his talent out more often, obviously, and up that healing multiplier as well. Again, I could show you him basically anywhere and everywhere. Let me just run stage 18 artifact material raid. I have the power dominance off. Let's go ahead and fight. I'm going to use basically him as my main healer. So just like anywhere else in the freaking game, right? The reason he's so good is he's going to be able to heal not just our main tank, you know, who's going to be Olag here, but he's going to be able to heal our corner spots too, right? Keep everybody alive. Not only that, but you guys probably have encountered this on your own accounts on artifact material raid, depending on who you're using, right? But with Ezryn over here in the platform spot, you're not going to be able to, with most healers, you're not going to be able to heal whoever is right over here, right? So that can be an issue. Ezryn, not going to be an issue, right? We can put, heck, we can put a Wrath over there, right? Someone with a little bit of, or an Abomination, right? Somebody who has a little bit of their own sustain that they can bring to the table, but Ezryn's going to keep them healed up as well. Same thing applies to both of the corner positions, right? So we have Wrath over here. Again, Ezryn doing a heck of a good job keeping everybody healed. Considering, I think a lot of people, even myself included in the beginning of this game, right? I feel like they penalize heroes who don't have a lot of AoE heals. But what I found, my experience in this game, and I'm curious if you guys have had the same as I, but what I found is that AoE heals are very unnecessary in most situations. Provided you have enough attack speed, you're seeing Ezryn right now. Like, there hasn't been a moment so far in this match that you're like, oh boy, needs to heal a lot better than what he's doing. Oh, I'm not even putting my last DPS down, but needs to heal a lot better than what he's doing because we're in trouble. No, he's actually doing a great job healing everybody, you know, over the entirety of the map, in his range, outside of his range. Everything's totally cool here. He's got it all on lockdown as a single target healer. I mean, just really crazy versatility that you just don't get out of any other healer in the game. He certainly has his niche, but it's more than a niche, right? It's a strength that nobody else has on his talent and on his healing anywhere on the map, right? With his second passive and his ultimate. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and show you. Again, I'll go to Void Rift, whatever stage I happen to be on right now. I'll use him as my healer. Be right back. All right, guys, so we're just going to go ahead and jump in here. And I was already using him. He was already on the team. So again, this situation, this is perfect for him. This is perfect showcase, right? So we're going to put Silas on pretty early. I'm going to try, usually if I can, I'll try to use Hex or Silas or whatever to just snipe a problem mob right out the gate. So can we do it though? Oh yeah, we can. So I'm gonna wait till he's targeted. There he goes. He's gonna be marked by the boss, and then I'll put my healer down. So now we have Ezryn, and the cool thing is you can see Ezryn's range, right? So this is, you know, you could use a vortex with a wider range, and that's obviously an option, but not every map is as simple as this, right? Especially in Void Rift. Sometimes you need that one healer who can get anywhere because you really have to space out a lot, right? Even in this situation, we'll just probably use this platform over here for like Hatsuit or somebody, right? And normally they would die after the invisibility goes away, but not with Ezryn on the team. He can heal all the way from over there, right? Anyway, let's get back to it here. Can we kill this mob? No. Let's get broke here. Let's just get a tank down. Let's go ahead and do a Baron over here and a Hex on the bottom. And again, Baron is outside the healing range. Well, you guys get the point, right? He's outside the healing range, no big deal. I'm gonna wait for the mobs to come out over here, and I'm gonna put Hatsuit down just because I want to showcase again, when that invisibility wears off, we're gonna be dealing with a lot of incoming damage, if I recall correctly, on the flow of this map for Hatsuit. Let's just go ahead and put Torador down just to get the faction bonus. And you know what? Let's just get the full faction bonus. Let's put Azor down too. All right, so this is a nice Nightmare team here now that I look at it. Sorry for including, you know, try not to be so legendary heavy here. I have Silas and Torador and whatnot, but hopefully you guys kind of still get the point. So I'm going to go ahead and use the ability just to get invisibility triggered here. Get a nice little bit of damage too. I'm going to start popping some abilities here too, because it looks like we could probably use a little bit of help here. Now check out Hatsuit's health here, not to mention, I mean, it just got topped off right as I said it, right? This is the beauty here. And we got these tentacles everywhere and all this stuff. We're not even dealing with them, right? It's like such a lazy strategy, but this is what you can do when Ezryn's on the team, right? He's just going to heal everybody everywhere. We don't have to worry about the tentacle, right? In this particular stage. So here comes the boss. I think we have one more big wave coming our way, if I recall. Well, it's 11 out of 18. It's pretty obvious. So here comes the big fella. Hatsuit again, putting in some work there. Everything looks to be pretty cool here so far. I'm not even going to use Brokir's ability unless I have to. It's so far. Oh, Hatsuit, let's go ahead. And I was a little bit late there. I would have loved to tag that mage over there too, but I think we're still fine. Let's go ahead and pop this. I'm going to save Silas for the boss. I think the boss goes, it looks like he's going to go up top, right? Forgive me for okay. I'm going to retreat Hatsuit. Who knows? We could have gotten the spot heal there and been totally fine, but I'm going to play things safe rather than sorry, right? So here we go. Let's go ahead and pop Silas. The enemy is in range. Let's go ahead and, I don't know, pop Brokir and Azor, might as well. But there it is. I mean, that was pretty easy, to be honest with you, but it doesn't matter. I think that the intent here is to show you that Ezryn is just so freaking good, man. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. I forgot, it doesn't even matter who it was or whatever, but I was collabing with some creators early on, and I forgot, but someone was like, Ezryn kind of like, I forgot if they said bad or just like meh or whatever, but I actually think that he's one of the top healers, and it's criminal how much he slept on. That's my opinion, guys. What is yours? Let me know in the comments below. Much love, and as always, take care, guys.